In this video, I'm going to reveal the unconventional approach to fat loss that people in their 30s, 40s and 50s are using to automatically prevent overeating and lose 6 to 12 kg of stubborn fat in as little as 8 weeks. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, I'll show you the step-by-step protocol that you can start using straight away to see noticeable changes in your physique. My name is Niall. I've been in the health and fitness industry for the last 9 years. All in, I've helped over 600 people to transform their physique. I've done it inside of gyms, online, and more recently through the Carved app. Over that time, I've heard pretty much every opinion imaginable about weight loss. And I'm sure you've probably heard most of them too. But there's one thing that almost everyone agrees on, and that is your diet is the biggest lever that you can pull for weight loss. But it's also the thing that people struggle with the most. Not because they don't know what to do. Most people know that eating more vegetables and less chocolate is probably going to be a good idea. So the problem is not really about knowledge. It's about control. And more specifically, controlling your eating habits. Things like grazing in between meals, eating oversized portions, going back for seconds, snacking in the evenings, or just eating out of boredom or stress. These habits quietly dictate your weight, and they determine whether you finally trim down or spend the next number of years getting gradually more uncomfortable in your own body. Because stubborn fat doesn't just drain your energy or increase health risks, it slowly chips away at your confidence. But when you gain control of your eating habits, things change quickly. Within days, your energy starts to come back. Within weeks, your waist visibly shrinks. And within months, you're leaner than you've been in 10 to 20 years. So the obvious next question is, how do you control your eating habits? Because there are thousands of diets, meal plans, calorie trackers, and weight loss programs already out there. They're all designed to change your eating. Some of them are genuinely useful, some of them are absolute garbage. But regardless of which one you've used or choose to use next, they all have one thing in common. They rely on your motivation and willpower to stick to them. And this is where the problem lies, because motivation and willpower are not infinite resources. Nobody has an endless supply of either. I know myself that I can feel like eating and training like an Olympic athlete one day, and then the next I feel like sitting on the couch eating donuts for breakfast. And if you've got a busy life full of responsibilities, the chances are your motivation and willpower are going to be up and down like a feckin' yo-yo, which leaves your eating habits susceptible to your normal everyday life. And for most people, once their habits slip, it's a snowball effect. And before they know it, they're back to square one. And I know from coaching hundreds of people, the endless tug of war with your eating habits is exhausting. And up until 2025, I believed that using motivation and willpower was the only way. That all changed though when I discovered a different approach, an unconventional, research-backed protocol that works by triggering a natural response in the body. A response that turns off your appetite, removing the desire to overeat or snack unnecessarily, which allows you to cut your calorie intake and accelerate your results without constant motivation or willpower. And when I tested this out for myself, I was shocked at how much easier fat loss became. And if you're skeptical about how powerful appetite suppression is, well, why do you think medications like Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Wegovy are so effective for weight loss? It's not because they magically burn fat, it's because they silence your appetite, which enables you to eat less without getting hungry. And now you can turn off your appetite without paying for weekly injections, all by following the step-by-step protocol that's laid out for you inside of Carved. Step 1 is to slash your calorie intake. This sounds counterintuitive, but when you drastically cut your calories, instead of your hunger increasing, it actually falls off a cliff. So you'll have less hunger whilst eating far less calories. This is what the research shows, and this is what our members experience. However, you can't just recklessly cut your calories and start eating junk. So step 2 is to eat the right food. The majority of your calories need to come from high protein and high fiber foods. By eating nutrient-dense food, you'll suppress hunger whilst minimizing muscle loss and maximizing fat loss. This is the difference between a health-focused protocol and an irresponsible extreme diet that burns through muscle. And step 3 is to simply wait 3 to 5 days. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. The first few days of a big calorie reduction can be hard. But after 3 to 5 days of keeping your calories reduced and eating the right foods will get you into that hunger-free zone. And once this happens, you drop as much stubborn fat as possible for 3 to 4 weeks, at which point you take a break, you increase your calories for a week, just to refuel and recharge before repeating the process. And the carved 8-week protocol is pretty much as simple as that. So here's what happens when you join. You follow the step-by-step protocol that tells you exactly what to do at each phase, so there's no confusion. Our calculators generate your nutritional targets for you. Our meal planners create a plan that's tailored to your targets and your food preferences. Our in-app workouts are available in case you're brand new to resistance training. Our progress tracking dashboard allows you to easily track and visually see the progress you're making. Our nutrition tracking dashboard has a range of tools to make your life as seamless as possible. You also get all of the support, accountability, and advice you need through our private community, weekly Q&A sessions, and a one-to-one chat with me, all in one place inside of the Carved app. So whether you've hit a plateau and can't lose that last stubborn 5 kg, or you've put on 20 kg since your responsibilities ramped up, or you've got 30 kg or more to lose and you're just sick of following conventional advice, now is the time to leverage a step-by-step protocol that turns off your appetite and makes burning fat easier than you ever thought possible. Click the button below, head to the checkout page and get instant access to the Carved 8-week protocol. A few weeks from now, you'll either be noticeably leaner or wishing you had started today.